Hey, liberal fruitcakes. Trump's presidential address. Let's talk about it. Now, I know many of you are going to be tempted to go out and say that, Trump just lied the entire time. And most of you are going to do that just because you read an article from some biased news media. But I encourage all of you to go watch the entire address. Because everything that you've called him over the past couple of months, let's be real, for the past couple of years, was unequivocally disproven today. Because that is a man who loves his country. So let's just recap a couple of things. 1, border crossings have gone down since Trump took office. And the deportation of illegal immigrants is moving forward according to federal law, which every president is obligated to do so. But for the first time in a long time, our sovereign borders are actually being enforced. 2, Republicans and the president have prioritized the balancing of the federal budget, the cutting of wasteful spending, the prioritization of lowering taxes on all citizens. Yes, that does mean rich and poor. He's incentivizing bringing businesses back to the United States through 1, tariffs, which is a great way of incentivizing companies to move production back to the United States, creating more jobs, and incentivizing companies with the gold card, which, again, if you listened to his speech, he lays it out, requires a $5 million investment into our country in order to gain citizenship, and prioritizes them creating jobs as a condition for their citizenship. 3, he discussed tariffs. Now, I already did a video on tariffs. It's got 1.9 million views. You should watch it. But he made a great point. Almost every single country across the world has tariffs on the United States. It's our turn to play that card. And people are mad that we are. You need to look into all of the trade tariffs that Canada has placed on the United States, pushing us out of their markets competitively because they overprice our stuff. Same thing with China, same thing with the EU. So now that we do it, we're the big bads? No. And if you want to continue to play those cards, we get to play those cards. And if you want to bump it up, we can play that too. He moved us closer to a peace deal with Ukraine and Russia. I'm really getting tired of saying this, but just because you want a war to end and the best possible outcome doesn't necessarily fall in favor with Ukraine, doesn't mean it's pro-Russia. And last thing that I really liked was he gave recognition to people who were negatively affected by democratic crime policies and immigration policies, illegal immigration policies across this nation. And I'm going to point out something that I think everybody should look at. When recognizing these tragedies, look who was standing in the audience versus who was sitting down. Because like Trump said in his speech, he could do some of the greatest things on the planet, but because he's Donald Trump, you won't give him credit for it. Have a good day!